the major cause of the P-squares problem, the major root cause of this P-squares palaba is Lola and Jude. If you are a human being who has reason and has followed the event of life, you will be able to understand the major cause of this problem. Now, let me explain to you. Peter and Paul are Jude's younger brother. Whether you like it or not, they are his younger brother. Peter is Lola's husband. Whether you like it or not, that is the fact. Now, to Jude, Peter is his younger brother who needs his protection and support. To Lola, Peter is her husband whom she loves and she is interested in and must protect him by all means. It's a fight of interest. Now, if you have followed their stories very, very well, you will understand that in their initial startup, there was that rumor that Lola once funded this mission called P-Square. Interest. See, I'm a realistic person. I don't paint things. No woman's love is for free. Every woman loves for a reason. And women have this foresight that they can see beyond today. A woman will look at you and she will know where you're heading to, if you have tomorrow or not. Lola saw a future, great one, and invested in it. The same thing, Jude saw a future and also invested in it. But there is a problem there, which is a conflict of interest. Lola, the project P-Square was not all about Peter. It was about Peter and Paul. And Lola cannot hold two brothers or two people down at the same time. So she made her shot in Peter and got Peter. Mind you, there is no P-Square without Peter, and there is no Peter without P-Square. This is the fact. Jude also saw this project, this vision, and invested in his two kid brothers. Do you understand? Now, for Jude to reap his reward and what he's doing, for it to mature, he has to keep Peter safe from maybe what he perceived as intruders. Do you understand that? Lola, on the other hand, for Lola to keep Peter to reap the fruits of this P-Square project that she sees, Jude doesn't have to be in that picture. This is the truth. And if they two can come out together, which is Lola and Jude will come out together, Jude knows something about Lola. And Lola has something against Jude. Both of them know themselves somewhere. So Jude, this lady, Lola, cannot be allowed to get hold of my younger brother. Maybe she's more exposed. She knows more. I've met her somewhere. I know people she has been into. I know her. Maybe they have met in the street. So both of them, Lola and Jude, have something against each other. They know each other very well. You know, when two wise people are dealing with each other. So Lola is wise. Jude is wise. Jude needs P-Square. Lola needs P-Square. Not Peter himself, but the P-Square project. They both have interest in that P-Square. And Peter cannot. So having hold of Peter does not mean you can hold Paul. Having hold of Paul does not mean you can hold Peter. Peter is already lost to Lola. Do you understand that thing? So Jude has to now hold Paul in order to punish Peter. so that Lola cannot get hold of that P square. Because without Jude, believe me, Lola will be the one in charge of P square today. And without Lola, Jude will be the one in charge of P square today. This is their problem. Jude knows something about Lola, and Lola knows something about Jude, and both of them does not agree. To Jude, you cannot marry my younger brother. Maybe you're too big and too exposed to this, my younger brother. This is my kid brother. I cannot allow you into it. To Lola, this is my beloved husband. You cannot control him. When Jude tried to stop the affairs between Peter and Lola, and failed, he has to report it to the family. And the family stood their ground. No, no, no. Lola cannot come. But all this failed. All this failed. Lola got Peter. Jude got Paul. Then everybody is holding their ground. If Lola lives the lives of Peter today, P square will reconcile. If Jude lives the life of P square today, P square will come together. That is the truth. So none of them wants to give a ground. And now, Paul is the vocalist. Paul is the musician. Paul is the life wire of the P square. Peter is the complement that complements the P square. So each of them is holding their ground, holding their own candidates, holding their interests tightly. No one wants to, and you know, when a woman hates you, it takes only God for she to forgive you. You understand? So to Lola, Jude is that wicked uncle that doesn't need to exist. And to Jude, Lola is that wayward lady that my younger brother does not desire, that cannot come into my family. This is just the pure problem. So to Lola, Peter is a pond. And to Jude, Paul is the pond. So everybody is playing their pond with their own candidate. Peter is gone. Peter is lost into, forget what is coming out to sell these things. See, there is no crime. There is no sin that would have been committed. There's no money that would have been eaten by his brothers that Peter cannot forgive. Peter is bigger than whatever he has lost. So someone somewhere is engineering him. To Jude too, there is nothing that takes him to allow Peter have his way. But to allow Peter have his way is to allow Lola control the family's biggest project. Once Jude take a bow and P square reconciles outside Jude, Lola takes charge of it. And this is losing the family's fortune into the hand of a woman whom the family at the first instance did not welcome. So the problem of P square is Jude and Lola. It's the two people. Jude does not want Lola into the life of his younger brother. Lola does not want Jude for that reason, that Jude knew some things about her and opposed her relationship with his brother. Jude does not deserve to come closer to his husband, because Lola believed that if Peter and Jude keep communicating, Jude might, this real life story, when a woman is not welcome, the first thing she do is to take her husband away from the rest of the family so that they will not be able to engineer her husband against her. So to Lola, Peter doesn't have to associate with anything that has to do with Okoye, so that she can keep him for himself. But keeping him for himself does not do her any good, because there is no Peter without Paul. Then this is just the simple truth